There we go. Ahoy everyone and welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillyan today, along with...
Please, mighty Lieutenant Drakir, at your service, along with...
Derbalor of the Yorkish Arm, Krogan Armor. Having a bit of a brain glitch there.
And Ron will be joining us when when he's able, so he's going to be a bit late. And yeah, welcome back to Mass Effect 1, the Legendary Edition, where last time, we dealt with Novaria and traumatized Liara.
Also, sort of chuckling, I just realized something comical. You know how you see the characters in the background in the main menu?
Yeah.
I saw a certain Krogan very much almost behind Derby, and it was thought of a certain meme.
Well, like
When he
the...
would put when a Krogan in the sky would say, "Remember your ancestry," towards Derby.
I was thinking like, what was the father from Lion King called again? Mufasa? Yeah, Mufasa. Like, Rex being Durvan's Mufasa.
God, that'd be weird.
That could work as well.
It works, but man, that'd be weird, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, we need to go clean up some of the side quests, and did we investigate over here before? Let's see. Supe has the composition of an ice dwarf planet, but is unusually large for such a body. There's a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The frozen surface is dotted with deposits composed of potassium and light metals brought to the surface. This sounds familiar. Yeah, especially with Exogenie's water pump vending machine getting vandalized at every opportunity. I thought we'd stopped planet side, but I'm guessing that doesn't work. Okay. Let's see. Tali, of course, and I think Liara will do for any ground combat, since, well, the Thorian creepers are very vulnerable to biotic shenaniganery.
Yep.
Okay. Now then, we have something to investigate over there, and a bunch of places over there.
By the way, is that the chatbot active? The chat looks rather blank.
Oh right, the Siri bot typically puts a message up there. It should be. I did have a bit of an issue earlier. That's why we were delayed a bit. I had to change my Twitch account's passwords. So yeah, that basically disconnected everything. But do I need to Wrong button. I was trying to poke around the sources here. Let's see. Chat. Refresh. There's an interact button apparently, but that doesn't give anything. Okay, I may need to look at that. Let me open up Twitch on my phone just to make sure that there's no one chatting and it's just not showing. Of course it wants me to sign in there as well. Okay, that might be a bit problematic then. Let's just auto level up. Advanced Singularity. Master Warp. Tali just gets 2 more points of shotgun. I always forget when stuff like this is supposed to have an effect. Let's see. Can I just quickly get onto Streamlabs and activate everything? Because it would rather suck if there is someone wanting to chat and it's just not showing because of technical difficulty bullshit.
Yeah, but at the same time, we want the thing to also keep some certain folks out.
Let's see. Streamlabs, did I keep that in here? Stream chords. That's for the announcing bots. So that probably didn't give it an announce or something. Come on. Okay. Whatever. This Streamlabs.
Feel inclined to say technical difficulties.
Yeah. Okay. Streamlabs chat box. Reject all your fucking cookies. Log in. Twitch. There. Log in. Oh, of course, this hasn't saved the new passwords. There. Okay, log in. And it wants the authenticator codes. Let's see. Yeah, always a good idea to use two-factor authentication with this. Okay. Yeah, authorize. Redirecting. Okay. Chat box. Skip. Let's see. Copy URL. Copy. Then chat. Properties. Okay, it's just the same codes. So maybe you just need to refresh or something. Let me do a test. Okay, there we go. It works. Okay, it could be that it was already working, but well. And yeah, luckily that only took like what, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Putting in a mark to time that. Okay. Now let's actually continue on this plant zombie infested planet. No Plants vs. Zombies though. Yeah, apparently there's been quite a few fan games of that to, well, make an actual better sequel than the sequels that the developers made, and this looks like somewhere we might get stuck.
Yeah, that might be one reason why I don't touch Plants vs. Zombies, is because it's like, I don't know the developers that well, and I haven't touched their games ever, so...
Now, the first game is good, it's just right after, basically, greed started taking hold immediately. So, yeah. Get the first one, for the rest, get fan games.
Yeah.
Okay.
On a bit of a good news front, I finally got the first estimate hit on some parts that the guy wants to do for finishing up my computer pick.
Okay.
Alright.
So now I'm just waiting on the second estimate for the cheaper stuff.
I probably should start putting aside some money for new computer parts as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Give me that. Okay. There we go. Take all.
And yeah. Basically, me, my brother, and my dad all had a discussion yesterday about what my plan would be if it turns out this thing needs more than the repairs that it's getting.
Okay. There we go. Straight line.
Was a whole thing that they were like, would it be better to just build a new computer kind of debate? And I was like, well, as much as it would be neat to just do a new computer that might work better, it'd be cheaper for me to just save up and buy the new parts if I had to go to that part.
Yeah,
I might need to look more at replacing some of the stuff. Like, I still get some crashes every now and then, sometimes more frequent than not, but I really just cannot identify what the fuck is happening with all that, and I'm not seeing any interaction points with any of this here.
Might be an Easter egg? I saw a symbol there.
If it's an Easter egg, I'm not really sure what kind of Easter egg it is, but...
Really?
It wouldn't be marked,
You don't get the Easter egg?
Not really.
It's rather been memed about in a mocking manner.
Oh,
Weird
there it
alien
is.
I get it.
Okay. Recover artifacts. Okay, so they already recovered it. Protein disk. There are several small protein artifacts in this crate, including an intact protein data disk. It appears to be in excellent condition. Okay,
Great.
that's what we were specifically grabbing, because it makes sense that if there was something here that they'd have grabbed it already.
Yeah, so it makes sense. This is a Prothean ruin.
Okay. Now,
Are they gonna
three.
at some point say that there may be some protean pyramids on Earth? Were
Not
inspired
exactly, I
the
think,
building of these
because
pyramids? Was there one?
I don't think so, but
Yeah,
the Prothean, Prothean structures, they do not usually build
Very
like
late.
pyramids or whatever. Hi.
we were
We're talking
delayed
about
anyways.
pyramids
Also,
in
hi,
southern
Rom.
Yeah. There was a pyramid we were just at, and we were talking about Prothean structures and whether or not pyramids are their thing.
Oh yeah, like in Stargate, remember?
Yeah. Though I think if there had been more protean structures on Earth, there probably would have been more mention of that in the lore, because the first time that protean stuff was found was on Mars, in what's assumed to be an observation post. So yeah, it would rather muck with their observations if they were to go down and start building their own shit, huh?
Yeah. I think lore-wise it would be mentioned if there was Prothean stuff on Earth, but then
William?
I've never seen anything. It's like the most we know is they had a really big outpost on the southern end of Mars.
Okay. Now, let's continue cleaning up the creepers. No Minecraft or diamonds anywhere near here, though. Okay. Here we can actually go in.
What happened to the colony? Yeah.
Good question. We don't know. That's kind of what we're here to figure out, Liara and Talia.
Yeah.
I saw the thing say husks when you
This is a
pointed
bit
at them,
more
so. Oh, look at that. Well, I guess the guest has been here.
Okay. I was expecting the creepers, not this kind of creep.
You were expecting Saurian creepers, not husks.
Yeah.
There you go.
You just shot him. He started convulsing in like electric shock, and then shot the barrel next to him.
Yeah.
Is everyone smart enough to...
Also,
No, it's
I don't
stuck.
think they're smart enough to.
I didn't think I'd actually get him.
The way his arms are out, he's just like, I'm
Why, bitch?
oh, he was why? For a moment, I thought it was Naruto running. But then, yeah, there's always,
Okay.
well, T-posing.
Oh,
My thought
nonsense
was he was
message.
thinking, I could fly.
Sweetheart, I know you're worried about leaving your friends and living across the galaxy from Earth, but I know you'll love it here. There's no smog, no pollution, not even night or day. The air is fresh and warm, the sun dances across the sky, and Chaska's ring glitters along the horizon. When I get permission from the Deltnut Pavonis Foundation, we will plant oak trees. Our feet and hands will be mucky, but you and I will start growing Chaska's first forest. I cannot wait to see you, Dad. Well, that forest is going to get delayed, huh?
A little bit, it seems.
Oh, Crossfire 9. Okay, just pull a set of heavy armor out of the out of basically a shit container.
Wow, that'll go well on somebody.
Ashley's the only one who can wear it, though Yara should be able to use that. What is your armor actually, Liara?
It's human. It's human type armor.
Yeah, it's okay. So he's still wearing a level 5 piece.
Because for some reason she doesn't wear a sorry armor.
Did we have any? No, you still have a level 2 armor. So, yeah, we're definitely going to need to buy something for her to keep her alive.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go to the fucking, like, the Citadel to do some spring shoppings.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get what I...
Okay, a bunch of shotguns and
Do some spring vacation
no further
sales.
rooms. Drink. Stealing all the Metagel. Okay, then.
Also, it occurs to me.
That's all here, it seems.
A thought just occurred to me.
Oh, go on.
I think through one character who I will not name because that would be spoilery right now, we have seen, well, we will see one example of Athari armor in the future.
Alright, yeah. Okay. I should take a look at... Let's see.
By the way,
Cryo rounds, snow blinds.
earlier in that building, I was half expecting you to accidentally fire at a bulletproof window with your first shot. Just because, well, it's a typically Hillyan thing to happen.
Okay, I thought we
Something
still had some of
unexpected.
those knockback ones.
Yeah.
Nope.
Typically, if I think you're gonna shoot at bulletproof glass, I think you'd want to do it with something like the Claymore shotgun because that thing might actually have the power to shoot through it.
Technically, bullet proof is a misnomer, I think, is the correct word, but yeah, it's more bullet resistant. Like, nothing is
Yeah.
truly X-proof unless it is, like,
Yeah.
completely incombustible. Then it is
Yeah.
fireproof. Okay. But yeah, typically with X-proof it means more highly resistant to this. But with enough
Yeah.
determination it can still be punched through and such.
Yep.
May I also
Funny
know
thing I
how,
remember now. There was this machine gun. I think it was called the. I don't remember. Was American 180? Was it 22? And like, you know, the 22. It's like a really small cartridge.
Yeah.
But this machine gun had like a drum magazine on top of it. Well, it was an SMG, but it had like a drum on top of it, like 100 rounds, and it was incredibly accurate. So while 22 by itself didn't really hurt that much, imagine a lot of 22 hitting in a very specific spot very quickly, and it could pretty much penetrate armor.
So basically like getting
friends,
shot by shot with a swarm of lead bees.
Yes.
It's a
Give it enough time and you're...
What do you think?
But yeah, give it enough time and things will, you know, break.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you for that mental image.
I therefore call that the minigun.
Oh, bloody
Let me see. If I remember correctly, it was in Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, to be honest, with Bethesda games you can basically put blew something up next to Tali.
Yeah.
You could basically put anything in those games.
Yeah, but
I've
Yeah.
seen people
Yeah,
put fucking flintlocks and such in there.
Actually,
Yeah.
it's funny that you mentioned Fallout because recently I was looking at YouTube videos being like, hey, which Fallout do I want to try? Because I kind of decided I want to try getting into them. So I was like, which Fallout is rated the best? And I found out, I think it was Fallout New Vegas is the recommended one.
yeah, that's the one a lot. That's the one a lot of people recommend. It's pretty good. I played it.
It is considered the most complex of them, and
Yeah.
the best writing, but it is
It is
also the most
also-
unstable.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
also considered the best to play in modern systems by sheer to the fact that the UI for Fallout 1 and 2 is a bit on the clunky side.
Yeah.
The YouTuber I watched, he said the thing he said was, like, hey, fantastic story and all that, but also his key thing was combat was, it's just as good as any other Fable. It's not any better.
Yeah,
Let's see.
there's like mods. Okay,
Research log, Dr. Murati. Project BIA has stagnated. The benefactor will not be pleased. Our subjects haven't evolved into meta-humans he wanted. They're just drooling fools captivated by the light of an alien device. It gnaws at their minds as it mesmerizes them, inflicting in them an extreme form of dementia. So I analyzed the device. As I analyzed the device, the answer came to me, whispering in my mind. It isn't the mind at fault, it's the flesh. Our meager forms cannot cope with ascension. A physical evolution of flesh and bone will grant the subjects the fortitude to ascend. The spiked altars are the key to unlocking our potential.
What?
Idiots.
What the fuck?
Cults. It's always either cults, people doing some Wayland Yutani umbrella bullshit, or somebody being really drunk.
Yeah,
Or both.
even with I could see a state that even like spoiler free that my guess would be after learning about Darren's flagship, I would be like, okay, that must be early stage Reaper indoctrination meets cult stuff.
Okay, but just the fact that this idiot was getting close up to the thingy they were studying themselves, and yeah, this isn't us investigating another of the Thorian Creeper stuff. It's from the other thing that we were asked to investigate, or we found leads to investigate.
Yeah, because Thorian Creeper mind control is very identifiable by comparison to Reaper stuff. So
There it would be more just Thorian control, because the creepers are just plant constructs that it's made.
Yeah.
And just happen
the guy
to look
wasn't
like
having
zombies.
Yeah, we have metal zombies and floral zombies.
yeah, we've seen cybernetic zombies and plant zombies, and I'm sure we'll see a third type by the end of the game, potentially. That guy was just like,
Yeah, we probably should have a soundboard ready for these.
That one just
the-
bounced.
That's just double. And that's just overkill.
when they bounce, we should really have a rubber ball sound effect.
Rom, I'm pretty sure it's in the military. It's called double tab.
Tap, not
Yeah,
tab.
but with One, yeah, double tap, but two, when it's done with like a rock, with like the fucking mounted tank cannon, I
It's
think
a
that
zombie.
counts as overkill.
It's a zombie. We will make sure it doesn't walk again.
I don't think it was
we
gonna
could
walk
get
again
that by just
after
shooting
you
his
hit it
legs.
with a fuck. I don't think it's gonna walk again, given the fact that you slammed on it with an APC into a
Yeah.
pulse. I'm pretty certain its spine was already shattered in like 15 different spots.
If we're talking weapons that are overkill against zombies, I have solutions. And it is clearly a rocket launcher, and if available, a sonic cannon.
You have heard of flamethrowers, right?
Yeah, but those are no fun. Those are typical.
Right, what?
Flamethrower.
You're the-
Okay, I should
You
reword
are the
that.
first
Flamethrowers are okay. Like they provide sufficient carnage, but those are more. How much friendly fire is acceptable? And the answer is yes. On flamethrowers.
Okay. Just equip that.
Are you telling us that the captain accidentally burned you too many times on Deep Rock?
Let's
Maybe, maybe not.
go There. Okay, Project BIA isn't converting test subject into metahumans as we expected. Each subject exposed to the device rapidly becomes addicted and mental degeneration begins almost immediately. Something about its light captivates all that witness it, mesmerizing them as it gnaws away at their minds. Their weak forms cannot cope with this form of ascension. This is basically partially the previous one, just scattered around more. I fear this is not exactly the same technology that our benefactor saw on Shanxi, but while studying it, the answer came to me. The device must be used in conjunction with the altars. The physical evolution. Yeah, this is basically the same with a bit more added in. Will grant these subjects the fortitude to begin their ascension. So, yeah,
Why do I
these
get the
people were
feeling
getting
we're-
high on their own supply.
Yeah, and why do I get the
Why?
feeling we're gonna mutate an outpost that has found a combination of the?
I just realized something here.
Hmm?
Is Eggman behind this?
Let's see. The Colonial Pioneer team rarely consists of more than a few dozen specialists. It's clear that none of them have survived. The Cerberus group has a lot to answer for here.
According to these
Cerberus?
logs, Cerberus is the organization behind this atrocity, whoever they are.
Oh, we'll learn more about that another day.
Yeah.
Okay, for now we're done here.
I want to shout all kinds of things, but for the moment I will say Cerberus. How
No
curious.
spoil or you get bonked.
I'll do it.
Does it count as a spoiler to say those things they use to create husks are fucking weird?
I call
No,
that
it's
not a
not.
spoiler.
But you do have a point there, as do, well, the dragon's teeth, as they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dragon's teeth are a different matter since they're theorized as connected to the gap and not Cerberus. So
Okay, all the same, the game just crashed. Okay, at least we can
Damn it.
quickly
So you
resume from here.
saved.
did we save?
If it auto-saved, I don't... Okay, I think I quick-saved when we got in there. If it auto-saved as we were done with things, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm sure at some point there was an autosave, but
Okay, this is right here. Okay. We didn't get anything actually useful out of those things, so let's just download
According
that.
to these logs, Cerberus is the organization behind this atrocity,
yeah, this
whoever
is
they
Get
are.
a
back.
pain in the ass thing about
Money.
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 We already have like 2.5 million, so I think we're set.
Money.
Kirby, like, there's no such thing as too much money. We gotta have more.
That reminds me, actually, with I haven't gotten the game, but with Schedule 1, like the drug making game, you can actually make a good amount of money just picking up trash and putting it into recycling machines. So
Yeah,
while
it's kinda
while
good
you
a
can't
little bit.
do anything else, you might as well just go pick up trash.
Yeah. I kind of want to play Schedule 1 with you guys just for the sake of seeing how far we can get in the drug trade and what
Yeah, I
names
was-
we can make it.
I was originally thinking I probably wouldn't do it, but if you guys are thinking about it, I'd be down to try it at least and see what kind of bullshit we can get up to.
The demo doesn't have multiplayer, I think.
No, but the regular game does have multiplayer.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you guys decide it's good, then I'd probably try joining up for it. But if you say no, then I'd be like, okay, I know to ignore it.
I'm at least curious about some of the things with it. Okay, so that's another side quest done. Yeah, we have looked through those as well, I think. Okay. Let's see. There's an anomaly here, a strange transmission from the Hawking Ida system.
I saw something about find doctor something.
Yeah. That's for Garrus's somewhat loyalty missions. Like, the loyalty missions will be more of a thing in the next game.
Message coming in, Commander.
So,
Big surprise, the Alliance needs you again.
Shepard.
of course it does. Why would
This
doesn't
is
it?
Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hawking Etta cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
What kind of proof do you have that the Major is dangerous?
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
Let's see.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
So, I kind of gotta say, it seems like, based on this, it seems like all the biotic missions are connected.
So, fun fact about this guy. He was the ruthless Shepard. See,
all right.
He was basically in the backstory for the ruthless Shepard. Yeah, he was their CO.
Okay.
Oh, so if you pick that one, you basically know this guy.
Yeah.
All right. And yeah, the biotics things isn't really a quest chain. It's just that there's multiple quests involving, well, rogue biotics. Not really rogue biotics, but more just zealous biotics, I guess you could say more.
Yeah, I suppose what I'm going for is it seems like they're connected.
Some zealous, some just pissed at the cards they've been dealt with due to the DL2 implant and such.
Yeah.
It just seems too coincidental. It's like so much of the same and biotics things that it's like all those biotic factors to me scream. It's like these seem like they could be interconnected.
I think they just wanted this. I think the developers just wanted to. Hey, we got this space magic. Let's show it off.
Yeah.
Also, the headliners is currently on.
Sorry. Kyle about.
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed him.
You sent 2 people to take him away from his quote-unquote flock. You didn't expect any problems from that, or did you send them in to let them die?
Maybe he figured by not sending a full-on army, he could get him to stand down diplomatically, and then they were turned into hostages, so we're calling in our human Spectre.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
Torfin. Torfin, which was basically space Vietnam, with the Batarians being the Viet Cong.
What happened, and I'm saying this from basically when I played Mass Effect, I picked the ruthless route and also the colonist background, and what happened was that, and I think Hillyan's got to. Okay, what happens is Shepard willingly throws a lot of their men to their deaths just for the sake of killing more Batarians.
Yeah.
So, yeah, war crimes. Yeah. But at this point, they were also slavers, so I don't think they would mind. And really, the Geneva Convention doesn't work when you're in space. So I'm pretty certain some of those war crimes were also done against people that surrendered.
Yeah, Renegade Shepard doesn't really care much unless they're kill count to death ratio starts to even out more.
Yep.
Okay.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
Okay. What's with these names? Did the Solarians name this place? The Solarians named this place, didn't they?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Thrupto is a typical hydrogen helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in its atmosphere. It has over 100 moons and an extensive ring system composed of pulverized rock, presumably the debris from shattered moons. That is what happens when moons around something impact. Then you get it. That's how you get a ring. Survey. While scanning the planet, you discovered a tiny moon with some odd readings. Further scans by Chief Engineer Adams revealed a destroyed escape pod. Your salvage team recovered the components and found a League of One medallion. Alright.
What's if it wasn't crushed by an impact?
Anything in the ring? Yes, there is something in the asteroid ring. Or asteroid belt is the correct term. Palladium. Okay. Let's see. Canctra. A terrestrial world of average size, Canctra's atmosphere is composed of nitrogen and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of tin with deposits of calcium. Aside from some spectacular formations of water ice at the poles, the planet has little to recommend it. Okay, it has an orbital distance of 14.3, takes 60.6 years to go around, and something just fell and broke from the sounds of it. Okay.
Oof.
Oh, and... Okay, apparently the mark button is malfunctioning or something, because it just showed up a typical hazard triangle. Okay, so I might not actually be getting any marks from this. Let's see. Day length of 66.7. Pretty good pressure, very low temperature, and pretty good gravity. And we found some cobalt.
1 second.
Okay. There he's on one of the moons there. Let me actually go take a look.
Alright, Captain.
Oh, geez. Oh, freaking weird time to feel a sneeze building up. Ay, ay, ay.
I heard him go robotic, so I had to quit, re-entered, and now I'm waiting for the damn stream to load up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, nothing of value. It was, my parents have taken to having squeezed orange juice at breakfast and such. And they got a new press for that, and it was the old one that fell off a ledge. Yeah, that thing's getting trashed anyways. Let me take a quick check on... Let's see. Is this thing actually... Alright, let's see.
Do double check that you are recording and all that, everything is working as it should be.
It's showing those in bright blue buttons. Stop streaming, stop recording, stop replay buffer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. It should be connected again. Let's see. Yep, the button works again. Okay.
Perfect.
Let's see. Press prop is the moon of Clandogon. It is a frigid, barren world with an extremely thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. The crust contains plentiful deposits of heavy metals. The Alliance has opened bidding for the moon's mineral rights, but exploitation can be complicated, or will be complicated, by the system's proximity to the 5 kiloparsec ring around the galactic core. Okay, there. Don't know what that was, but just had a bit of a coughing fit.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. The ring is an area of intense star formation and too dangerous to safely travel. Pressprop's landscape is a nightmare of jagged, overlapping ridges and geological shock zones created by some ancient disaster. This has not deterred a generation of illegal wildcat miners from attempting to exploit the moon's mineral riches. Unfortunately, many have lost their lives. Let's see.
Because, of course, there are dumb miners out there.
Yeah.
Okay, I think either you misspoke or I misheard you on one word.
Which then?
I thought you said turd instead of deterred. Which made me go, wait, did I really say that? I just went away to go grab something, came out and looked. Did he misread or did he really say that?
Well, and that would be an apt way to describe the mineral chunks.
Let's see. Clandagon probably, is an extraterrestrial slightly larger than Earth, but with a lower density that reflects its relative lack of heavier elements. The crust is composed of tin and aluminium, with wide deserts of dust-fine sand that are easily stirred by the wind. Clandagon's most striking feature is, of course, the Great Rift Valley that stretches across the southern hemisphere. What is most fascinating about the rift is that it does not appear to be natural. The geological records suggest it is the result of a glancing blow by a mass accelerator round of unimaginable destructive power. This occurred some 37 million years ago.
Jesus.
So, yeah, someone shot a giant fucking gun at something, and, took out part of this fucking planet with it.
Yeah. I hear that and I immediately think, well, what happened if it wasn't a glancing blow? Would there just be a hole clean through the planet?
Probably. What would that even do to a planet? It would damage the cores.
Change a couple of letters and you can pretty much set the next sequel to Starship Troopers here.
Starship Troopers and Mass Effect crossover. That would be something.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
There's probably at least one out there.
Okay. What would be worse for the the galaxy of Mass Effect? XCOM Earth or the Starship Troopers Earth?
I'm gonna guess Starship Troopers Earth because then you have to deal with the giant bugs, which Mass Effect already had the Rachni, so you basically just apply those as an upgrade to the Rachni.
I know way too little about XCOM to say. I only know they tried to live in peace with the aliens in the end. Thanks to what I know about the Chimera Squad.
It would depend a bit on what sort of crossover or infusion you would go with it. Like, if you're just adding the Earth of that world to the Mass Effect world, then the Troopers would definitely be worse because, well, they're just outright xenophobic to start with.
Just the
XCOM would be more amiable,
XCOM,
also depending on which one you go with.
Depend on when exactly you put it, because if you put it on the XCOM wins the war against the alien side of things, then they might be a bit more xenophobic because, they literally just got Independence Day.
Yeah.
You go with the XCOM Lost all the way up to Chimera Squad, they might be more kind to aliens.
Yeah.
And
whereas if
then
you want
there's just the
bad
old
idea.
XCOM. You could also just try to merge in where they
If you want a
basically
bad
go
idea crossover, though.
Judge Dredd. Okay, you go, Durvin.
I was gonna say, if you want a bad idea crossover, you combine all three.
Let's see. Tamahara has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and xenon. The surface is icy and composed of sodium oxide with deposits of calcium. It contains a few unremarkable metals, but mainly consists of rock. The presence of canyons and floodplains indicates that liquid water once existed, suggesting Tamahara had a thicker insulating atmosphere in the past. Okay, it orbits at 1.4 years. A day is 40 hours. Rather low pressure, low temperature as well, and decent gravity. Okay, and that only leaves this one then. So, yeah, let's go look for these biotics, or for this biotic cult then.
Yeah.
Let's actually see what Caden has to add on this.
Actually, you know what? Let's go add in Caden and Ashley. Why not?
Yes.
No.
See if they have anything special to say.
Yeah.
And that was the rift. Let's see if we can get a good look at that. let's see, where is... There it is. Yeah, that's...
Yep.
God damn.
So-
Yeah, that would have left a hole in it.
That probably was,
Wait.
like... whatever was fired out of that was probably the size of a fucking spaceship.
Wait, look at it again. I noticed something about it. It kind of looks like a face.
No, funny
Only due
thing.
to the natural craters.
Well, yeah, but also funny thing is that that's actually a modified picture of Mars.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks suspiciously like Mars.
Yeah, we only have so many planets on the solar system, so we just basically reuse them and set them up all over the Mass Effect universe to like give. Yeah.
Okay, that I did not actually know.
Also, I was gonna say a little thought that I had too, and it's like, another possibility of that mass accelerator is if it didn't go through the planet from a head-on shot, then it could have been safely imagined as something like the Doom Eternal BG 10,000.
Just punching out, punching the fucking planet in.
Yeah, just you can't just shoot. You can't just shoot the surface of the moon. Objective: shoot the surface of the moon.
I think it was more like, you can't just shoot a hole through Mars and then you do exactly that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You can't just shoot a hole through Mars. Shoot a hole through Mars is not your objective. It's just like the Doom guy doesn't give a fuck.
That actually reminds me of something in the Arknight's Enfield that I have continued to play a bit more. Just an example of a major fucking jinx, because at one point you get told about a power plant with someone talking proudly about it while it's off in the distance. It's going something like, it's a stronghold. And now, if anything does go wrong, cue something going wrong. There's a fucking portal to hell or something opening it over it, or... Let's see. I wished I was recording to clip that, but yeah. Let's see. This cluster of prefab utility shacks has a distinctly ramshackle look to them. A set of rover tracks lead away over the mountain range to the southwest. Okay.
Also, I was gonna say the Headliners is currently on sale until February
Nice.
2nd. In case we want to play as a bunch of people trying their damnedest to record the apocalypse.
I want to
And
say
still
that
give that
game.
more accurate news than Fox.
I would actually love to join that game, so I will consider putting it on my sale list and grabbing it and waiting until a good opportunity.
I wouldn't mind I think that's where multiplayer shenaniganery stuff.
Yeah, because I wouldn't mind that. And all the funny shit I've seen, I've watched some other streamers and stuff to see what goes on in there. The one dude I watched, him and his crew fucked around a lot, and they messed with each other and stuff, so there was a lot of that made me laugh.
Oh wait, that was southeast. This is... sometimes I still somehow just get east and west mixed up, huh?
Never eat shredded seaweed.
Nobody enjoyed so Red Wumble.
No, never eat shredded wheat. That's the one, because seaweed
one I've
kinda
heard.
makes it like there's two S's.
The one I remember is always never eat soggy wieners.
You never eaten boiled sausages?
No, I have eaten
Sam.
boiled sausages. It's just
Almost.
I meant the derby.
It's basically impossible not to have soggy wieners when you're out camping, so of course I've had them.
Wait, Wait, normally when you're camping, you grill them with fire. Why do you boil them when camping?
Not boil, but they still come out greasy, so in a sense.
Oh, that way.
Digging under the beacon revealed a piece of scrap metal, likely from a very old freighter. It was marked on one side with the Macedine outpost insignia. Okay. And then we've got a wrecked mining vehicle.
Yep.
The front of the rover is crumpled in from impact. A glance inside tells you the occupants, probably a team of illegal wildcat miners, are dead. Debris is still sliding down the furrows left by its tires, silent in the near vacuum atmosphere.
My mind just went a little wild there. For some reason, I couldn't help but imagine that their attempt to drive that thing made them launch it into the air and then freaking go whoop, boom, into the ground.
Poor Wildcat. Apparently his YouTube channel went into the ditch and he had to go mining, huh?
What?
There's a YouTuber he uses the name Wildcat. I don't actually know if they're still active or not.
Never heard them. I want to know the TV show and know a bit about the comics. I want to saw a YouTube video about it. And I now have part of the intro song stuck in my head.
It's a shuttle.
Ooh, and it looks intact. Oh.
He says with a big fucking hole in the side.
It looked intact from a distance, I should be correct.
Oh, wait. You can do that first.
Yeah, we can decrypt first, I'm sure.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, so close.
There we go. Yep, that was actually hoping for something interesting.
Wait. Go back to the front of this ship. Look at the front. Yeah, sorry, we need to give them a ticket for that. They need to repair that.
I'm not entirely sure if that's rust or they just decided to play Carmageddon with a shuttle.
Well,
yeah, it looked like
they're still missing a car light.
Those things have headlights.
There.
Where do you see the headlights on that thing?
It was
the corner I was missing.
Wait, what?
The here means the corner of the thing where on a car a light would be.
Yes.
Okay.
And speaking of the cars and their headlights, I gotta say, Drakir, just wait until you see what the cars look like in this. Like in Mass Effect 2, you'll start seeing more of the actual cars. I bet you'll be a little bit surprised and maybe a little bit not.
They're gonna look horrible, aren't they?
This looks
They
like
do actually
prime
kind of horrible in my opinion.
pressure territory. If it wasn't for this. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, when you see when you see the future cars, they're gonna look interesting, but also not very good at the same time.
All right. Also, these buildings.
Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I understand why Major Kyle built this compound. I'm a biotic. I know what everyone here is going through. I just want to help you.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
All right.
Oh dear. But excuse me, does these buildings look like toy snails or something? If you
Probably.
like, there's the eye, and up there is the antenna.
I suppose, yeah.
Like,
When do snails have antenna? Do they have those feelers? But those are more sticking forward, not just up like a freaking RC car.
Yeah, but still, you see what I mean. It kind of looks like something.
Yeah.
I have problem taking that building seriously.
Okay. And yeah, because we managed to talk them down, or at least convince them to let us in, they're not hostile yet.
Yeah, for now.
Okay, there was something I wanted to say a bit earlier. I'm not sure what it is specifically called, but I've been told, not even sure if it's an actual different cooking technique technically, but she just had to turn real quick. Apparently, if you're cooking bacon in a pan, it's supposed to help to have like a thin layer of water, just enough to cover it. Not sure if that actually does anything for it though, but it is supposed to make it better.
I am Major Kyle, I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
Well, two of our people are here, or were here, so we do have a quarrel with you about where the fuck they went.
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy.
Off the
I
deep
did
end
what
already.
I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you are endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
So you're basically going to have to tell them that Daddy's going out for cigarettes?
Yeah. Sounds like a trap to me, but
just getting
I'm not sure.
just getting the gallon of milk and the pack of smokes.
Yeah.
And instead gets grabbed and sent to Space Guantanamo.
Oh,
I'm gonna
dear.
trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Joker can have the 5th Fleet pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Commander.
He's to return to Normandy and notify the Alliance of Kyle's surrender. They'll want to dispatch a ship to take him into custody.
Also,
Okay.
Captain, I think you don't want to add water to the bacon thing for... I think there's something about hot water and hot bacon fat in a frying pan that's a very bad combo. As in...
Yeah, you need to have added it before. Like, it goes in with the bacon at once, not that you're adding it later.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
still...
basically getting soft-boiled or something.
Yeah, but the amount you're talking about, it sounds like it's one good case that it will be very painful for you, for it will go everywhere.
Yeah, that would be if you were to add it after it's already cooking, I think, but it's just something I heard. I haven't tried it or anything.
Yeah,
Just going to steal their shit while we're here.
just double check it for... That sounds like almost like one of those, you know, supposed life hacks that people only later try to realize it's bullshit or outright dangerous.
Let's see. Cooking bacon with water. So it's a frequent question. Okay, this is the AI thing, so take this with half a saltman of salt. Cooking bacon with water produces evenly cooked crispy bacon with less or no splattering. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it should splatter more. Like, if you put the bacon in a pot with water, sure, I could see that work, but in a frying pan?
Yeah.
That part I feel like may not work.
It would thin the fat out, so it wouldn't.
Yeah.
That would explain less splattering. Also, we're stealing your gold.
Well, if you do plan to try it out, please wear gloves and something.
Yeah, let me
Just in
actually search
case.
something. Reddit, cooking for beginners. The idea is to cover the pan with a shallow layer of water, and boil it off, then reduce the heat, continue cooking. Okay, it does sound like it could work at the absolute least. Okay, back to the Normandy.
All right.
Yeah. Regarding
we-
Q's little precautionary advice, though, I'd say rather than doing gloves or something, just take an appropriately sized lid and place it over if you're worried about splattering outside of the pan.
True.
Yeah, that could help as well. Like, just in case.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure it could have went worse.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you need maxed out Intimidate or Charm for that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a bit
what's
like,
over in Styx Halo?
It's a bit like how I'll do my recommended loyalty mission order in Mass Effect 2. Yeah. I do it a certain way to make sure your Paragon score is set so that you don't receive any fuck-ups along the way.
Another weird named area. Though exceptionally large for a terrestrial world, Imanea is composed of water ice and with a core of various carbonaceous compounds. There's a density only half of that of Earth and an atmosphere of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. The surface is composed of surprisingly pure water ice with a high albedo. We've covered across that word before, but I'm googling. Albedo meaning, let's see, 22.2 AU. It takes more than a century to go around. A day is more than double an Earth day. Pretty good atmosphere, very low temperature, of course, and okay, pretty good gravity as well. Okay, albedo is the fraction of sunlight that is diffusely reflected by a body. Okay, so how easy it is to see it because of how much light it's reflecting. This is just randomly found. Oop. You discovered signs of battle while scanning an asteroid field in the Acheron system. A small recon and recovery team led by Navigator Presley was able to determine that many of the ships were marked with the Epirus colony insignia. Alright, just completely found that by accident. Grosalgan, an enigmatic rock and ice planet. Grosalgan has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. The surface is composed of frozen water and chlorine. Okay, 41 years, 29-hour day, half atmosphere, extremely low temperature, and about half gravity as well. And we find some magnesium. Okay, skipping that one. A Parthrol. I know what that sound came from. Let's see. A modest terrestrial world. Parthrol has a thin atmosphere composed of carbon dioxide and chlorine. The crust is mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of nickel. The terrain is extremely rough, a patchwork of craggy, overlapping craters dating back to the formation of the solar system. Parthrol is tidally locked to the star Acheron. The day side has never been fully mapped. Okay, I can see why. It's 240 Celsius. Okay, it goes around real quick though. About half atmosphere and pretty good gravity as well. Okay. Altair. Altair is an exceptional form of planet called a roach world. Put simply, it is one half of a pair of small and unusually dense terrestrial worlds, Altair and Onathe, that orbit each other so closely they effectively share a single atmosphere. This does not mean that one could fly from one to the other, but both have identical atmospheres, and dust from one often can be found on the other. Both worlds share an atmosphere of nitrogen and ethane. The surface is warm and mainly composed of silica dust and dark basaltic rocks, with extensive deposits of heavy metals and radioactives. Tidal effects from Onthae creates constant heavy winds. Okay, that is interesting, yeah?
Yeah.
I can think of only really one other example of something like this, and it's in the game Outer Wilds, where two planetoids orbit together, I believe.
Yeah.
Let's see, 0.8 distance, 0.8 years, 54-hour day, almost 1 atmosphere, survivable if high temperature, and a bit higher gravity. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what bullshit we can find here.
There's bulls.
Okay, and of course, to a rocky place, we're going to bring the Krogan.
I don't think it's quite the same, but the whole two-planet sharing thing kind of reminds me of the two planets we find in Mass Effect 2. They're not sharing any atmospheres or anything, but they're more of a curiosity in their system because they are two habitable planets in the same system.
Okay. Just having one habitable world is a rarity.
Yep.
And yeah, that is fucking close on a astronomical level.
Yeah.
So they're kind of twins then? Twin planets?
Yeah.
Okay, there's going to be a fucking thresher here somewhere. This is too big an open plain for that not to be a thresher.
Yeah. It'll be 3, 2, 1, and then boom, pressure.
Let's Roche World.
Drive into the hall.
I'm just looking up the word to see if there's any curious examples. Probably in science fiction and such. Not sure if this is possible in reality. But this is just too flat an area for it not to be a thresher arena.
Yeah.
Okay. Oop.
As for the Twin Worlds thing, I wouldn't be surprised if those do exist somewhere. But I'm imagining they'll be extremely rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like twin suns before and twin moons, but
Twin suns is a
Not
thing.
often.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't keep up on enough with space stuff to really know of any like binary star systems, but I know I've heard of it, so.
I am honestly surprised that there's no thresher here. Like, it's just too flat an area. It's like finding an entire arsenal of weapons just before a boss fight, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we start to see a lot of in Mass Effect 3, actually, when you mention that. It's like, some boss fights, they start prepping the area with, like, ordnance specific to a certain boss encounter for each area.
Okay, it would have been hilarious if one popped up here. But nope.
What would be even more hilarious is if we were sitting around being like, there's nothing here, and then all of a sudden one just erupts from the ground under the vehicle.
Sorry, capsule. Okay. There. The surprisingly pristine lockbox had one of Matriarch Dillinaga's writings stored inside. How such a valuable item crashed here is uncertain. Okay.
She's like freaking everywhere. What the fuck is that?
What the heck?
Okay, are there giant flying space whales or something? 'Cause, like, what the fuck?
Okay, the heck are these? Oh.
What the? Oh.
Well, something might be biting us in the ass already then, huh?
Yeah,
Actually,
but
no,
if I
didn't
had
they?
to guess.
Whatever. We'll see what's going on here.
Okay.
So we just get 21k from killing these. the
Yeah.
7 each. Still,
I've never seen this, so I can't say for sure, but I don't think that it's connected to the Arachnite Queen that we found.
there we go.
But I am
Okay.
curious what the hell kind of mystery we have going on here. Like,
The
is there a
shoulders get
net
moved.
buried around here?
There's the entrance, and of course we get out on the other side. Okay, let's go ask the locals what's bugging them, if there's even any locals left.
If they're Arachnite, I don't think you'll be bugging them at all. I think they'll be bugging you instead.
Okay. Can I just... Nope. Just wait long enough and you get an opportunity, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
I wouldn't have had the patience for that. I would have just used the Omni-Gel override myself.
I probably should just turn a bunch of stuff to Omni-Gel, but... oh well.
Take cover!
Little craps. There we go. Just blow off their buggy face.
It's not connected to Mass Effect or anything, but as of yesterday too, I decided to get some downloadable content for Saints Row the Third and start picking that up again.
It is a fun game.
Yeah. If we ever stream that game, I would definitely join for watching that if it was on the stream list.
I think recently a fan-patched version of 2 got released somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely put that as a maybe at one point.
I'm gonna really quickly check the store, see if it's on here, because I kind of hope it is. But Saints Row.
Okay, not sure what these are. Don't want
Just the
to know,
first
I
Saints-
think. Yeah, just
First
noticed
Saints Row
that
there.
we basically fire this thing at almost... Yeah, it does go up somewhat, but basically by the time we fire again, it's lost most of the heat of its shot. Let's see, kinetic coil.
Let's get moving.
Okay, lots of loot here.
Loot.
There.
And yeah, just to confirm my own curiosity real quick on the thought, I did try looking up Saints Row to see which Saints Row games are on Steam, and apparently it's just the shitty one that people don't really like, and Saints Row 2, which is actually really good, and Saints Row the Third.
I'm pretty sure 4 should be on there as well as Get Out of
Yeah.
Hell.
Mayday!
Yeah, Saints Row.
Mayday!
Saints Row 4 as well.
Marie Durand, 314th Infantry, Alliance 10th Frontier Division. The listening post has been overrun by unidentified hostile life forms. Request immediate extraction.
Unidentified.
Okay.
According to this,
Okay,
they
clearly-
received a supply ship just 2 days ago. The Rachni must have attacked since then.
Tell me about that supply ship. This planet is supposed to be uninhabited. The Rachni didn't come from nowhere.
One moment. These things are drones, dispatched at irregular intervals from different depots to reduce the likelihood of tracking. I have it. This one came from Argos Row.
Okay.
That's inside an emission nebula. The Alliance doesn't have any depots inside nebulae.
Whoever programmed that freighter didn't take any pains to scrub or alter their data.
Okay, that's...
Wherever it is, there's probably more
Dumb.
Rachni there. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Right.
Rex just getting some generational, not PTSD, but generational this shit again.
Yeah.
Okay. The Rachni infestation on Alpha seems to be the result of a supply drop from Argus Row. The should be allowed to backtrack the ship's course to its origin. There we go. Tali getting very excited. Then she refuses to hide it.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say Rex is one of the few Krogan I've seen who has a very mixed opinion about fighting the Rachni. He doesn't seem overly eager about it, but he doesn't seem to mind either.
Okay. I'm kind of curious now with the Rachni Queen decision. Like, your teammates will always have one person who says do it, and another that says don't do it. And I wonder if there's any combination where Rex is basically going... Yeah, let's be honest, Rex will always be the one that says kill it, and the other one will be spare it, probably. Also, hello, Aurora. Hope you're doing well.
Hello, Aurora. And yeah, like I was gonna say, I think, even though you're right, I think with some combinations you can even pair up people that would probably both lean more a certain way, and even still they'll both give you some version of you could do it, and you could do it.
Okay, let's use message only. Okay, typically that gets turned off, but yeah, I did have to restart a bunch of stuff due to my needing to update my passwords. That noise again, so there's more around still. Hold on a sec. Is there still more to be done? Because it's still showing up.
I mean, there is a listening post, so...
Let's see. At Nepphos.
Well, we're in a listening post nearby. Might as well double check it.
Yeah.
Or go back to the Normandy. Fuck.
We'll see if it's still marked here, but I'm pretty sure. Like, we basically got told that there's nothing to do here. Yeah, there we go. It was just a bit glitched. Okay. Let's see. Erebus. Okay.
And I just had a bit of a random thought all of a sudden. It's like, once we started actually seeing the eventual future with the Arachnite, like, how long would it take them to get used to communicating with the Alliance and everything proper?
We'd have to see. Let's see. Chofen is an unusually small hydrogen and helium gas giant with traces of sulfur and hydrocarbons in the atmosphere. The Alliance surveyor ship Ibn Batuta, say that 5 times fast. Reported inconclusive evidence of hydrocarbon life in the deeper layers of the atmosphere, over 1,000 kilometers below the cloud tops, where pressure compresses Chofen's hydrogen into a liquid state. Proof of life in this environment would prove many long-standing theories. Unfortunately, only a probe with extremely expensive mass effect generators could survive the crushing pressure long enough to send back useful data, and the probe would be lost in the attempt. Simple expense makes investigation doubtful.
So potential.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so that's like if you tried to launch probes at Mars, Venus. They kept doing it a few times, and it took them so long to make something that would even survive a few seconds.
Also, I know that name. I think I recently saw that on Extra History.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a Middle East explorer from, more of a North African explorer, doing from Morocco, who went from Morocco to many places. He went to many countries over the years, and before going back, he had quite a journey.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned it, actually, that was a series they made like a few years back.
Yeah,
like, he just went every fucking where.
They had done it into one video this time.
Yeah, I'm a little bit mixed on those complete videos of theirs. Like it makes sense to put them all into one big video, but yeah, I've seen pretty much all of their work already, so it doesn't add much value to me. It's still nice for new people and such.
Oh yeah. And Aurora has replied.
Let's see. So we have to semi-AFK. How are you all? Yeah, correct. To y'all. Doing pretty well. A bit of an ache with my back from work, and which will probably continue tomorrow and the day after, because there's just a lot of supply stuff that was delivered.
Oh, yeah?
Doing well as well.
Let's see.
Bless you.
Romani has only been visited by a single unmanned probe. It is a standard hydrogen helium gas giant with a large formation of water vapor clouds in the upper atmosphere. Okay. Oh, and we find a Prothean disk here. Scans turned up a few odd readings. Chief Engineer Adams fine-tuned the scans and discovered an automated repair drone in orbit. Tali and Adams brought the drone on board to dismantle it and found a Prothean data disk in its core.
Huh.
Okay.
So the repair drone was used as a retrieval device?
Maybe. Or just got lost in there. Kwaji is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of methane and ethane. The surface is composed of silica with deposits of uranium and heavy metals. Clouds of small water ice and crystals are common. Kwaji's skies are full of fine silica dust. From the surface, the sky has a pronounced salmon hue. The cursory initial scans from the Alliance surveyor ship showed geometric patterns in the northern hemisphere deserts, visible only in the ultraviolet band. Normandy sensors see nothing of the kind. Okay. It goes around in 3 years, has a day of 39 hours, pretty good pressure, well, maybe a bit unpleasant, but survivable temperature, and pretty good gravity. And we found some platinum.
It looks like its temperatures might be kind of similar to somewhere in northern Canada, maybe. A bit chilly, but survivable.
Okay, now Nepmos. A research-rich terrestrial world somewhat larger than Earth, with a dense atmosphere of sulfur dioxide, and argon. Nepmos' crust is very thin and unstable, not more than 8 kilometers deep in any location. Subsurface magma flows are a hazard to ground travel, and earthquakes are frequent. While heavy metals and radioactives are plentiful, this geological instability has deterred investment by mining concerns. An additional complication is that the Styx cluster lies uncomfortably close to the 5 kiloparsec ring around the galactic core. The ring contains a great deal of molecular hydrogen, fueling the majority of the galaxy's star formation. This area is too dangerous to safely travel. Okay. Hello, Knights. Hope you're doing well today. Doing pretty well myself.
Hello. Doing well.
And apparently we're being encouraged to land despite the warning, and hello.
Oh, we were told that this is the other area where this is where that supply ship came from or something.
Yeah.
Just drop that thing off. Let's see. Alright, just trying out this new game that just released. Is that Arknight's Enfield?
Huh.
Let's see. Let's go counterclockwise.
Well, I don't think we're going to see any pressure moths here, but be mindful of fissures opening up, I guess.
I don't think the hazards are that advanced here, but I think
yeah.
I think thresholds can survive even on these hellscapes, which is part of why they're so freaking dangerous.
Yeah, although they probably wouldn't last long on conditions like this, because frickin' from the sounds of it, they'd have to worry about being burned and crushed.
Let's see, more wildcats, more wildcat miners, yeah. Okay, just going to pick your pockets. One of the miners had a League of One medallion. It's possible they discovered it while they were digging, but there's no way to know for certain. Okay. Let's see. Night. I tried that, yes, but I don't like it. It's incredibly boring to somebody, but the game I'm talking about is called High Guard, or to somebody like me.
Oh yeah, that one.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Most of what I heard about High Guard is that it was the last thing that was shown at the Game Awards, and apparently it was only given that spot because one of the directors for that shit or something took an apparent liking to it for no damn clear reason. And yeah, people are not holding high expectations for it. Wouldn't
I'm expecting it to die.
Let's see.
But
Nightlife
nothing else,
looks of
got
it.
I mean, it's like Concord. It's one of those shows up and pretty much dies. So at least in this case, it's free, so it's got that going for it, rather than Concord's pay $40 to play it.
Yeah, it's to play Overwatch, but it wants to be Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. And I'm looking at a video about its animations right now, and I gotta give him credit. That looks actually pretty nice too. Those animations look pretty nice.
Yeah, but that was the one thing I did see some praise about with Concord, but that's probably also where most of the budget went.
Yeah.
Let's see. Titanium, even though it looks like a giant pile of shit. Okay, no dinosaurs to be responsible for that here, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, from the words that Knight used, I'm reminded of something. I think I spoke about just that I finally went to McDonald's again just to get something in my fucking stomach because I was hungry. Yeah, I made the mistake of going again, and yeah, it is. Even the bigger items are not worth it at all. Like, the cost is just, yeah, way outrageous the actual taste and the amount that you get. You didn't notice that?
Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh, that was close on that last one. I thought you were gonna get clipped by the red thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
wait. That's what we should check on that ship. Does it have the same damage on the front?
Yeah, it looks like.
Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna need to fix that.
Man.
Let's see. Right,
It's gonna be
people
the
aren't
work of the
receiving it
Alliance.
well, but like it just released, people are having too high of an expectation in my opinion, because the game generally is fun to play from what I have experienced, and since it just released, it's bound to not be perfect on day one. Yeah, it's just that people were just really freaking surprised as to why what looked like a generic hero shooter just got the last spot, the last advertising spot. More advertising / showcasing spot on the Game Awards. Yeah, just... It could be that it is... Oh, hello. It could be that it is better than what people assume of it and all, yeah. Oh, wait, that's not the side I'm supposed to be shooting.
The captain shoots the wrong way. Next thing you know, we hear some civilian scream. Him in pain.
No, and nobody can... In space, nobody can hear your war crimes. Or your friendly fire.
Oh, man. That makes me think of... What would it be like if this was a Mass Effect and Helldivers merge?
Okay, that's a crossover that would be probably hilarious, but also practically impossible to write. Okay.
On the other hand, they are two settings that would fit well with each other, despite some clashing things.
I ain't slept in a long time.
You're named, so...
First Lieutenant Durand, ma'am. 3rd Brigade, 14th Infantry Regiment, and I am damn glad to see you.
We heard you needed some backup.
Actually, we need to get the hell out of here. But I guess your ship couldn't carry us all. They dropped us here a few months back. We get supplies every couple weeks. We didn't see anything local that was more dangerous than lichen. Yesterday, these animals started coming out of the ground. No idea where they're from. This is what's left out of 90 men. I'm the ranking officer.
90 to less than a dozen.
We do have a ship in orbit. We could bombard them.
Wouldn't do much good. They're moving around deep underground. The only time they come near the surface, and they're right on our position. You bombard them, you take us out too.
Yeah, Ruthless Shepherd wouldn't have any issues with that.
Not at all.
Let's see, Knight. There's definitely some issues and stuff, but I pray that the devs don't fuck the game over and actually start releasing updates and patches. Like, there's been massive games as well that have not been the best, like Cyberpunk 2077 when it originally released, but they kept on releasing updates and patches, and the game's actually very fun and good to play now. Yeah, and it is what we've got planned after we're done with, well, most, if all, of the Mass Effect games, depending on if Andromeda behaves.
I'm thinking we like do the trilogy and maybe Andromeda if it doesn't fall apart at the seams, and then probably take a break, do a small game, and then Cyberpunk.
Yeah, should probably change up the roster, the planned list a bit for that.
Yeah.
Let's see, Aurora in Rimworld, you don't have the Geneva Convention, you have the Geneva checklist. And Night Again, High Ground has potential. The only thing it can get fucked over is by the devs themselves, yeah.
Why are you out here in the first place?
There's been a lot of pirate activity in this cluster. We set up a chain of listening posts in the local systems, in case they have a staging base.
They're called Rachni. You get a supply ship in recently?
Yeah, but that was an Alliance ship, Commander. I mean, it was a drone, running on automatics. But what...
Will the Rachni come back?
What we just fought was a probe. Our seismic sensors are picking up a crapload more on their way up from underground. We've got 5 minutes, tops. We might be able to hold them off if we were at peak, but you can see the fighting's busted this place up.
Yeah.
Do what you can to secure your position. We'll see if we can get some of your defenses operational.
Aye, aye, Commander. You heard the woman. Everybody pool magazines and grenades. Take a leak and a drink while you can. And if anyone wants a smoke, it's as good a time as any.
There we go, generator. Less than 20 seconds. The generator's been ripped out by Rachni claws, leaving the defensive turret inoperable. It would be possible to power the turrets off of the Maker's drive, but this would make it impossible to drive or fire the Maker's own weapons. Probably would be smarter to use the Mako, but let's have some fun playing freaking Kursk or something.
So this is
Novaria's somewhere else.
So this is Novaria's fault, isn't it?
Probably.
Probably, yeah. Which corporation do we blame for it, though? Because Novaria has like fucking 10 different corporations.
Yes.
Okay, now it's just now this Maker is just acting as a massive meat shield for them. Okay, I should have parked that thing somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if the Mako explodes, you don't have a way off the planet.
Very eager beaver. What are you shooting at?
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of devs fucking up, or such, yeah, Ubisoft is dying, huh?
Yeah, so much for that whole you don't own your games bullshit, huh?
Yeah. It's so much as if that's a stupid thing to say.
Actually, I guess that that one would be more a matter of more seriousness. Like, so who's the company that's gonna take over their games now?
Honestly, I wouldn't mind if Valve gets the full money for them at this point.
Yeah, better than some other company that might rip you off.
At least Valve has the decency to say, yeah, fuck it, you own this specific copy of the game.
Okay, you want to know something that is especially stupid with it? Apparently they had actually been working on the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake for over like 5 years, and it was basically ready to launch and they just canned it.
Unsurprisingly, bad ideas.
Which also fucked over the voice actress for Farah, because they wasted 3 years of their work visa on that.
That's fucking
stupid. You have it ready to go. You have it ready to ship. It's a game everybody loved being remastered. And instead of going for it, taking all the money you can get, you do the equivalent of shooting yourself in the foot with a fucking shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ubisoft is just the most clear example of what happens when the accountants get promoted instead of the actual developers and such, huh?
Yeah. When you take fucking profits instead of actually making the damn game. Like, yeah, you need money to make the game, and you need that to even out so it's not a loss. I get that.
Yeah.
Bullshit. You know, it's capitalism, it's bullshit, but I get that. It's the part where you're like doing everything you can solely for the money that pisses me off.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, if there was a game developer or whatever that I'd want to die off next, it'd be the Warner Brothers games, because then it'd be like, then I wouldn't have to worry about their shit for Hogwarts Legacy.
Honestly, I just kind of want to try out that that Lord of the Rings games they got, Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor.
Those are actually good games.
Yeah.
It's just that
also,
they put the fucking Nemesis system behind a copyright or trademark so nobody else can use it.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Like
they
they could
wish they had.
At least they could try licensing it, maybe.
Yeah, that you'd make money. People can see how the system works and even do their own spin with it. Which reminds me of two things, but I'm gonna go first for the first thing I was gonna say. You guys know Monolith Studios, the guys behind like No One Lives Forever, the AVP2, Fear. Yeah, they were working on like a Wonder Woman game, and then that got canned, and then Monolith was shattered.
Yeah.
Would have been cool to see a Wonder Woman game, but I haven't seen much that she has independent thing in.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem. But the other thing I'm reminded of is the fucking Medium by fucking Bloober Team, where they have a gimmick where you can go be half on the real world and half on like a sort of other world akin to like Silent Hill.
Yeah.
And they literally put a fucking copyright on very vague wording that sounds like any sort of mechanic where you can switch between worlds means you have to pay them if you're gonna use it in your game.
Bloody heck.
I think the only company that has understood what to actually do with who to actually promote and such has been Nintendo, because they've been promoting people in just their specific stuff and such, so a developer doesn't get promoted into some other's job where they don't know what the fuck they're doing and such, so they can actually keep developing.
Yeah.
Also, you might want to revive Rex.
Oh yeah, Rex is dead. Fuck.
It's just a flesh wound.
What the? Jeez, where did that one get an energy boost from?
Okay, I was just an inch from going, it's a bug planet. Okay.
Holy hell, ma'am. Talk about a near-run thing. You alright?
Never mind me, are you alright?
Still on my feet. But we've been fighting for almost 26 hours straight. None of us will be standing for long.
Ma'am, we're getting a signal from one of the ground scan UAVs. A big hollow space about 500 meters under the surface.
Right. That must be it. That must be where they're coming from. My people aren't in any condition for a clearing operation, though.
Just point us in the right direction.
You don't have to do that, Commander. We've bled them. We can probably hold until a bigger ship arrives to get us off-world. If you want to take a throw at it, we'll give you the coordinates. But it's your call. You saved our asses, Commander.
Might as well make sure these poor bastards don't die while we're not looking. Where the hell is the damn... Also, for the record, we're going to be taking our car, so you're not going to be able to use your machine guns for a while.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Also, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm pretty sure we can stuff you into the Normandy's, we can stuff you into this Normandy's fridge or whatever. Okay. There? Yeah, that's probably it.
Also, for a Arachnite Hive, it's a shame we don't have one of my infamous Krogan warheads.
Let's see. Night. Well, I think I need my eyes checked. I saw the gun on your back, the little circle-shaped stuff. the black part of your home is one thing, and I thought you had the same type of braids as that the Predator had. Okay. Those have actually been getting quite a few movies again in recent years, huh?
Yeah, I looked at the
some were pretty good.
Badlands, but I'm kind of looking at the Predator Badlands and trying to decide, do I want to even consider trying to watch that?
Yeah, some of them have been good and some mixed.
Yeah. But of course, we know why I'm hesitant, probably, if you guys remember what I'm like, because I am not big on the Predator stuff, but it's like the Aliens even more so, because freaking chest bursters.
Can't blame you.
Like, I think it's safe to say I lean more towards I would probably watch Predator, if only because it doesn't have things bursting out of people.
Yeah. Let's see. Knight, what pisses me off a lot is when they patent the mechanic and strike people for using them in their games, and then never make a sequel or other games using the mechanic. So you just make a game with a cool mechanic, don't let others use it, and don't even use it again. You just let it be. Yeah.
Remember when I mentioned the medium? Yeah, that was also another. They weren't planning on reusing the mechanic. They just wanted to copyright it.
Yeah.
Like,
that's where
copywriting mechanics in games should just be tossed out. Like, sure, you can have some specific things, but stuff like that, just let people fucking use it.
Yeah, I'd say just back to the other thing. If you're gonna copyright it, at least just make it so that other people can license it to use in their own thing.
Actually, one of the differences between trademarks and copyright is that you have, with I believe trademarks, you have to use, or one of the two, you have to use it and actively defend it. Don't know specifically which it is. But yeah, you basically have to keep making use of it, otherwise it will just expire. But yeah, that should apply to game mechanics as well. With that, like if you're not going to use a mechanic like that, a copyrighted or trademarked mechanic like that, you just lose it. Oop. It appears these particle borers were shut down after breaking through into tunnels just below the surface. The shacks and equipment are stenciled with the logo of the Tenkara Mining Consortium, but there is no trace of the mining crew. Well, I think we can guess where they went.
Yep.
And this isn't what we're looking for?
And I was kind of back from like kind of AFK there because my brother interrupted me to ask if he could borrow my car.
Okay.
But yeah, once I re-entered the conversation there, I heard Consortium and I thought, oh great, Guild Wars' Consortium found its way here. More corporate bullshit.
Luckily not. Let's see. Knights. I personally love the Predators, find them very sick because of the stealth aspect, and they're one of my hear me outs as well.
Are you talking about... Are they talking about like Predator Proving Grounds? And I have that game. Oh, Hunting Grounds. Yeah, I have that game. It's pretty good.
Okay, the one where you can actually play as Arnold as DLC.
Yeah, but unfortunately that DLC got pulled. I have it on PS4. I don't have it on PC. But the gun that came with Arnold and with both first movie Arnold and 2025 Arnold are available in the game.
Oh my god. Yeah. And for some reason my mind just veered off in a random direction there, but I thought why this came up, but I don't know. But my brain was like, what would happen if the Predators and Arnold as the Terminator tried to fight each other?
Oh,
there's probably been a comic like that.
That is Derby. The turn him into a alligator snapping turtle.
In response to Knight's question there. You.
I feel like I should be slightly offended, but I'm not going to take offense because I know that my avatar is meant to look Krogan, and I know that the Krogan are kind of uncertain. Even though they're supposed to be a race of, like, kind of apex predators on their planet, which is why they're so strong.
I'm pretty sure aren't Krogan supposed to be like prey species on their own planets and not apex predators?
I thought I had it from.
So
like, I don't remember which.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, the Xiaoja or the predators are a race that bases itself on hunting.
Yep.
And one funny thing I found out is that the females of the species are actually bigger and tougher than the males.
Somewhere in Hex's, Hex is just suddenly going, oh?
Yeah, they're basically... Like, you know how strong like a regular predator is on like the movies? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the women of the species are stronger. This isn't really shown in hunting grounds where you can play as a female predator, more than likely because everybody would just be playing the female predator instead of just switching between because they would have an advantage, and instead they're just an available like gender option for your character.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't look like we can. And we could swap out something that is stronger in some aspects, but not in general. Tali, you get that one. And we may as well give you Scram Rail. Okay.
Oh, yeah, returning to my thoughts on the Krogan, I don't remember which Mass Effect codex I read it from, but I remember one of them explained how their eye placement is kind of like prey eye placement, even though they're not a prey species.
That's pistol and shotgun damage. Let's just put it there. In general, it doesn't always apply, but in general, forward-facing eyes are more for predators, whilst more widely set eyes are more typically considered prey. And I guess with the Krogan, you're somewhat in the middle with those.
Yeah, their eyes are like borderline and wide placement though, so it's like. Alrighty.
Also, the chat, Captain?
Let's see. I'm not talking about the game specifically, just them in general, when they go like invisible and stuff, and their shoulder-mounted cannon or whatever that thing is. Yeah, I'd get this game just to drive this vehicle around. It looks so fun.
There's more.
At least. Well, I mean, alligators and crocodiles are my #1 favorite animals, if that makes you feel any better.
Again, Derby is a turtle.
Yep.
A very dangerous turtle at that. People have lost their hands to them.
Yeah. It would have been nice if we could have found like a Krogan, an actual proper Krogan head for me, or at least something that looks more like a kind of alligator-ish head, but whatever.
Well, we were going for an alligator turtle for the ones with the very scary head. You still have the one that looks rather relaxed at the moment.
Yeah.
But some of them can, once they open their jaw, or beak, whatever you call it, they look terrifying.
Yeah.
And I seen clip of some cameraman or microphone man, you know, those microphone rods with a big fluff.
Yeah.
Decided to try to move one of those things close to one to catch its hissing sound. Guess what happened?
Snap.
Yes, the damn thing snapped the damn fluffy thing in half with one bite. It got really pissed off.
Yeah. Which tells you all you need to know about why you shouldn't stick your hand near that thing. If you do that, your hand will be gone.
Yeah, and again, many people lost their fingers and hands to them because they thought, oh, it's a turtle, it's slow and dumb. Snap, bye-bye hand.
More like scissor
Clearly
turtle
nobody's ever
than.
seen.
Yeah.
Okay. Just face it through the fucking door.
And I've had people being idiots who think,
A
oh,
brood
there's a
warrior.
snappy turtle in my pool. I just pick it up and remove it.
Yeah.
If there's a snappy turtle in your pool, call a professional.
Yeah. A, be a professional if you're gonna try to move a turtle, and B, as a professional will do it, approach the thing from behind, because at least then they can't bite you.
They have a long tail that's strong also, so... And it's rated on some species, so... Still professional.
Let's get that scrolling again. Let's see. Night. I don't really care if the female predators are stronger. Just give me the male predator. I can show him my plasma caster, if you know what I mean. Okay.
Oh my.
Oh yeah. There's a few reasons we decided with snapping turtle for they kind of look like Krogan. Also, durability and armor.
Okay, that one's off to the back rooms.
Snapping turtles are armored. Snapping turtles are very aggressive. Owls can be very aggressive.
Yep, and that one's going after it.
What the?
Warp mastery. Records of the Arachni War suggest brood warriors, the male gen of Arachni, only fight when a hive is severely pressed. It's safe to say you've eliminated the Arachni on Nepmos. Just Rex, completely confused.
Yeah. Well, I'm confused too. I mean, after all, I just saw Arachni seemingly disappear into the ground.
Well, that's actually both one of the drones and one of the warriors went off to the back room, so I don't know if that makes them safer or more dangerous. Then again, they need a queen to actually reproduce. Okay, I should probably start turning anything that isn't level 9 or Mark 9 or whatever you want to call it into Omnigel, because yeah, we're not going to make much use of level 8 stuff anymore. Or at least we want to upgrade. If we want to upgrade, we need level 9 stuff. Okay, unless it's like, well, Quarian armor. Okay, someone got stuck behind the door again.
But yeah, annoyingly, as I meant, I actually do want to play Predator Hunting Ground with you guys, but we need like 5 people for to be a fire team, the 5th one to be the Predator.
Would depend on the cost and such. I'm presuming it's probably a lot cheaper now that it's popular days are gone.
Give me a minute. I'm double checking.
Let's see.
Let's see here. Blah 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 blah. RoboCop, Rogue City. Okay, Resident Evil. Sniper Elite. We really gotta get around to doing that Sniper Elite horse.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're done here with that. Don't need to actually go pick them up ourselves. And if we do, then, well, we'll just jump back down again.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna DM you the thing so I can see the price in dollars.
Okay, we're done there. Okay, Garrus's loyalty mission. Okay,
Yay.
and the Doctor at risk. Kepler Verge, the Newton system.
Let's ring Garrison Tally. Might as well make sure the trio gets used to each other's. Simplicities.
Patching it through.
Who is it this time?
Information, Commander. We need your help. Someone is killing former Alliance scientists. There have been 4 deaths in the past month.
I'm happy to look into it, Admiral. What can you tell me?
All 4 scientists worked on a classified project on Akuz. There was a brutal massacre there years ago. An entire unit was killed by Thresher Maws. It was classified as a natural hazard, but the project dates coincide with the attacks.
And that would be the sole survivor background.
Yep.
That can't be a coincidence.
There was one other scientist on the project, Dr. Wayne. I'm transmitting his last known coordinates. Good luck. Fifth fleet out.
Okay, but first we
So
explore the
it's-
rest of this place.
It's Gary with 2 R's.
Hey, it's Garrett, damn it.
Let's see. Sesmos is an ice dwarf world. Its surface composed almost entirely of frozen water. Normally a planetoid this small would not rate inclusion in the system's charts, but Sesmos, a usually large and beautiful ring of ice crystals, has made it a popular subject for visual artists. The ring is the result of a glancing equatorial impact, which left a large trench and threw a great deal of melted water into the atmosphere. The rings are a temporary feature that will completely decay in a few thousand years. Yes, temporary. Just multiple Asari generations.
Yep.
Let's see. It orbits in 272 years. Almost a normal day cycle. 0 atmosphere pressure, extremely low temperature, and very low gravity as well. Okay. A glancing impact. Might that have something to do with another glancing impact on another planet some other systems over?
Maybe. Okay, I looked up the game. The default game is $20.
Okay.
And there's the version I bought is called the Yaoji edition, which doesn't really say how much it is, but I DM'd it to you so you can probably check the price in dollars.
Okay.
Probably not that expensive.
Junpro is a hydrogen and helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sodium in its upper atmosphere. Like Uranus in the Solar System, it is tipped on its side, its north pole facing the star Newton. Okay, it orbits in 60 years and has a day of 17 hours. We find some, of course, we find some hydrogen.
Of course.
Glencory. Glencory is a rock and ice planet with an atmosphere composed of chlorine and argon. The frozen surface is mainly composed of potassium with deposits of iron. Glencory is famously claimed by the eccentric Volus billionaire Kumun Scholl. He claims that a vision of a higher being told him to seek on Glencory the lost crypts of beings of light. These entities were supposedly created at the dawn of time to protect organic life from synthetic machine devils. Scholl has been excavating on Glencory's toxic surface for 2 decades at great expense. No government has valued the world enough to evict his small army of mercenaries. So basically, just a mad Volus is just digging around, and a bunch of mercenaries are just soaking up payments while he's doing it.
Yeah. All for supposed machine threat that who knows what the hell they are.
Let's see, an orbital period of 21 years, a day of 18 hours, almost 1.0 atmosphere, very extremely low temperature, and pretty good gravity. Well, we're going to steal some of his stuff, and apparently there's Matriarch's writings here. Let's see, scans of the planet revealed the cockpit of a Volus trading vessel. There are no signs of the rest of the ship, but the salvage team discovered one of Matriarch Dlinaga's writings in the ship's systems. Okay. I think we're getting close to having found at least 10 of those, I think. Onatarum. The Onatarum surface is uncomfortably hot. Its nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere and abundant shallow seas making it an ideal candidate for habitation by most known species. Unfortunately, the orbit of the moon of Thanol has been slowly decaying since the system coalesced. Its proximity is beginning to have tidal effects, and its dynamo-like revolution through Anatorum's magnetic field is generating increasingly powerful electrical storms. While having suggested the emplacement of Mass Effect drives in an attempt to lighten the moon and correct its orbit, the scale of such a project, tens of thousands of drives, costing enough to bankrupt the governments of all the Citadel races, make it a pipe dream. A multiracial effort is underway to catalog and preserve the unique genetic diversity of Anatorum's vibrant young biosphere. Exogenicorp and Hillyan Genomics represent the Alliance's share of the effort. So basically, in who knows how long this planet is going to have its own moon dropped on it.
Moonfall, Mass Effect Edition.
Orbital period of 1.2 years, 39-hour day, 0.8 atmosphere. Very high, but still not really survivable. But just put a like if you were to put in like a surviving dome with a lot of with just a lot of shading on it, that could survive. But yeah, with seeing as this is a dead planet spinning, wouldn't be worth the effort. And 0.8 gravity. Okay, let's go take some pictures while we still can.
Yeah.
At a time. One at a time. Is that so hard for you free to handle?
Yes.
Apparently, yes.
Yeah. We're gonna be hearing a lot of that inner peace.
Knight just grab the snapping turbo by sticking a very strong plunge on its back easy, and they're going to be lurking. Okay. Alright then.
Maybe we should slow down right here and let Rakir take a nap in the grass for a bit.
He just goes to sleep, wakes up, suddenly the moon is falling. It's dawn of the third day.
Whole new version
Something
of
like
the sky is falling, the sky is falling.
Oh, bloody heck.
I'm actually a bit unsure if I should ever stream the some of the older, or like old Zelda games. Like Twilight Princess and such, I would definitely be up for streaming at one point, but not so sure on Ocarina of Time and so, in part because, to be honest though, Ocarina of Time and the others have been streamed to absolute death and back.
Yeah. I have Ocarina of Time on my Nintendo 3DS, but I haven't hardly played it since I got it.
I have it and the Majora's Mask the Majora's Mask 3D version, 3DS version as well. This woman appears to have been thrown. Good.
Sorry. For a second there, I thought you were gonna say the Mass Effect edition. And I was like, what?
This woman appears to have been thrown from the wreckage on impact. Inspecting a vehicle, you find an ancient paper book with the Bostra's outpost insignia printed on the cover. Okay.
That shuttle looks very
whatever
different
the hell
from
these
previous.
things are. Yep. That one's very excited. That or someone left coffee down here.
Thank you for giving me another song stuck in my head. I don't even know the original name of that old song.
What's that? Sing a little bit for us.
I'm so excited. I can't deny it.
And I cannot hide
can't
it.
hide it. I'm about to lose
I should know what
control
song
and
you're
I
talking
think
about
I
now.
like it. You think that's bad? Imagine trying to figure out what song is in your head and you've realized, God damn it, I got the Rolling Stones on my brain again because somehow I got out of having fucking Sympathy for the Devil stuck in my brain, and then a few weeks later I have Give Me Shelter stuck in my brain.
Yeah. For me, it's like if I want to have songs stuck in my head, then especially if it's during gameplay, I want it to be like, for example, if say we're in a jungle setting, then I want to have Guns N' Roses Welcome to the Jungle stuck in my head.
I want to just say thank you for that song. Before you even said that song's title, I already had it playing in my head.
Everyone knew where that one was going.
Yeah, but I had to go through all the way, so just in case.
Yeah, wait.
What the?
Oh, yeah, they need to fix that.
Tali's inspecting it for anything she can salvage. That's why she's crouching next to it.
Yep. And apparently somebody needs to stick a lawnmower in that thing because there's fucking grass in the cockpit.
Okay.
I don't think that was
red.
the part you were thinking.
There's grass in the passenger area, so it stands to reason that there's grass in the cockpit, though. So. Oh.
3 for 1.
Let me get the soundboard ready here.
I saw you hiding there. You're up again? Okay. There we go. Now you're going down and down and down and down and down and down and down.
He's still going.
What the fuck is...
Along with
What is
whatever
that?
was.
He's still alive.
I have no idea what...
Box. One of the boxes that exploded.
Okay, I thought it came out of out of the Mako for some reason or such.
Shot yourself so hard that you blew something off. That would be one of those moments where it's like, if that happened, I'd be like, I didn't know this game had destruction physics.
Okay.
It would actually be a fun touch to a Mass Effect game, though. An eventual edition where they add, like, destructible environment physics.
So basically, Mass Effect. What am I thinking of?
Sledgehammer rounds.
Yeah, plus force and toxic. Hit with incredible force, often knocking
you know how a
completely off.
shotgun blows somebody away in a movie? Yeah, imagine that, except times 10.
Okay, some of these higher level ammos, or most of them, basically combine two different ammo types into one. Okay, so yeah, this is basically the polonium rounds and the with the force up rounds. Yep.
Well, I can see.
Just turn one of them into a fucking ballerina.
Yep. And I think it's safe to say that if I'd known about these rounds in my own playthroughs, that would have been very handy for the final fight against our main baddie, because, oh my god, he's such a pain in the ass with a regular fucking weapon mods that I've found.
Oh. What is it with these mercenaries and ballet?
What?
That guy
maybe, maybe this world's mercenary teams all just had a desire to be ballet dancers, and it all failed miserably.
Yeah.
If you're going to die, may as well get one last routine in.
And not to mention, it looked like his legs got stretched out too. So.
Oh,
okay.
your shot.
There we go. Let's see, night. Okay, so I have to come out of the lurk to tell y'all something I found while doom scrolling, which I generally find insane. Is it about the Ubisoft? Is it about the Sands of Time remake and how it was basically done when they canned it, or is it some other bullshit?
Stay back! I've got no grief with you. All I want is this bastard.
Please! He's a madman! Mr. Toombs, you're insane! You need help!
It's Corporal! Corporal Toombs! You don't get to lie! Not today! Today it all comes out!
What all comes out? I'm listening, but I need you to put that gun down.
You don't understand! I don't want to kill anyone! I want to go to sleep without screaming in my dreams! I want the people who sent me to Akuz brought to justice!
Can't you see that Toombs is crazy? Shoot him!
But if I can't get that, I'll have to settle for killing the men who took my life away.
Can I just say, let's just knock out the doctor?
What did the doctor do to you, Corporal?
We were on Akuz. When the Thresher Maws hit, my entire unit was wiped out. The Thresher Maws, the scientists were studying them. They let them hit our unit just to watch. I woke up in a holding cell. The scientists were delighted I'd survived. Now they had someone to run tests on.
What kind of tests are we talking about?
You can't believe Toombs! He doesn't have any proof! I demand a fair trial!
Ever had Thresher Maw acid in your veins? I have. They wanted to see what it would do. They're part of some organization, Cerberus, that runs secret tests like this. They treated me like a lab animal. This is justice. This man deserves to die. So, are you going to kill me or not?
Let's make this...
You're better than this, Toombs. You're not like them.
Don't tell me what I am! Nobody knows who I am! Those bastards took it all away. They ran their tests until I screamed, until I cried. I couldn't remember my own name half the time. I should be dead, like my unit. I'm nothing. Why am I too good to murder him?
Okay, I believe... Is this actually going to be the... like I said very early on, it's mostly the last options that actually give Paragon and Renegade points.
I'm gonna go with this is worse for him.
Yeah, I'd say it doesn't matter in this one. It might affect your score either way, but I'd say pick whatever you want.
Yeah, we're already maxed out on charm anyways.
Because you want to see him squirm on trial as all his ugly deeds come out.
Hadn't thought of it like that. Okay. I'm no murderer. They couldn't make me one. Just as long as he goes to trial. Maybe the screaming will stop now. I don't know.
Also, I'm no murderer points at the pile of bodies outside with the mercenaries.
Yep.
Those bastards can't hurt you anymore. Joker, tell the 5th Fleet we need a ship for pickup.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Toom stares morosely at the floor, lost in his memories. You give the scientist a shove towards the door. Your mission is complete. The Alliance courts will take it from here. Okay, let's see. Night. Apparently one of the RuneScape's devs is currently on trial in court for stealing 700k worth of in-game gold. The guy is accused for hacking into players' accounts and stealing their gold and selling it for real money worth around 700k. The reasoning on why it's going to court is because the gold has real value if it exists inside a game. Well, because people are willing to pay actual money for it. That's what makes it actually have an actual value. Also, Tali, what the fuck are you up to? She's just very anxious, apparently.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That or she needs to go to the
more?
bathroom.
There's more in chat.
I'll be right back. I think food's ready.
Let's see. Night, meaning that reasoning can be applied in the future in court with virtual currencies in games. Okay, it's basic. As long as people are willing to pay actual money for virtual currency, cough cough crypto, yeah, it can be stated that it has actual value. Okay. Honestly, I'd honestly say that basically any gold in any online game has probably more is probably more fungible than freaking crypto. It's probably a lot more stable as well. Okay, get out of here. No welcome? Yep, there's the welcome.
Patching it through.
I reviewed your report on the situation, Commander. I'm glad to see you were able to take Dr. Wayne in alive. Now we can put him on trial and get some answers. Corporal Toombs seems to have found some closure, and hopefully with therapy, he'll have a normal life again someday. Thank you again for your assistance, Commander. 5th Fleet out.
And yeah, if we'd had the Sole Survivor background, well, honestly, because Toombs is there, it would just technically make you a survivor, not the sole survivor.
Yeah, I kind of wonder how that would be dealt with. Like, I wonder if you're the sole survivor, is it technically that you and him are part of two separate pressure moth sole surviving incidents?
I believe I believe you'd be able to recognize him, and he recognize you, with other dialogue options from that.
Yeah.
Klobaka is a moderately sized terrestrial world with a hazy hydrocarbon atmosphere. Its surface is mainly composed of chlorides with deposits of solid and liquid form hydrocarbons. The 2 millennia to go around. It's 60-hour day, 0.8, 7 Celsius average, and 0.9 gravity.
So
yeah, not
I'm
a
gonna
pleasant
go out
place
on a
to
limb and
stay.
say- yeah, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the Krogan named that planet.
And nothing in the belt from the looks of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Klugon. Klugon's hydrogen helium atmosphere is given a fairly dramatic emerald tint by chlorine and ionized gases. It has nearly 100 moons. Yeah, at one point you're going to get, you're really going to run out of interesting ways to describe just basic gas clouds, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see. Matol. Several attempts to chart Matol have been made, but none have been successful. By normal standards, a small rock planet, Matol has a dense atmosphere composed of carbon dioxide and argon, with a surprising amount of water vapor. Fogs and rain are common on the barren, lifeless surface. Matol is pleasant enough to be considered a terraforming prospect, though its low mass and the high radiation of the energetic blue star Herschel place it fairly far down on the list. Okay, 200 years to a year, 35 hours to a day, half atmosphere. Okay, pretty good Celsius, and half gravity.
One, two,
Does make you wonder.
Hello.
Okay, why the hell are people having trouble mapping that place then? Also, welcome back.
I have no idea.
Tungel is a massive terrestrial world nearly twice the size of Earth with a dense atmosphere of nitrogen and ethane. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of iron with extensive deposits of heavy metals and radioactives. It is a mineralogical treasure trove and many corporations are lobbying for mining rights. Okay, 86 years, 42 hours, double atmosphere, extreme temperature, and almost double gravity.
Yep. Also, I got
Silly
food,
fun.
so I switched to push to talk.
Okay.
Sorry.
MSV Videle. Okay. Kowloon-class modular conveyor of human design. In addition to the standard cargo bay, the hull has several biological research modules attached. Registry private owner, Dr. R. Hart. Well, we're going to board.
Yeah, and based on those last two planets... I was gonna say, based on those last two planets, I think Matol is not the correct name for the third planet, and Tungel should have been named Matol because it's got a lot of metal.
Exterior atmosphere.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Immediately we've got a red dot on the map, or triangle.
Yeah. We're not being jammed, so that's a good sign.
Actually, we haven't run into Geth in a while, so I don't even know if our combat scanner can pierce their stuff.
Yeah. Oh. Well, he went down like a sack of shit when you shot him.
It could probably be because, well, my shotgun is loaded with sledgehammer rounds.
Yeah. And I was also gonna say just now, is it just me or do these test subject things look like a cross between a husk and a creeper?
Yeah.
They might be.
Let's see. Yep.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Salion.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy.
Bit much there, Garrus.
Don't let him do this to me.
Yep.
We'll take him in, drop him off with the military.
But we have him. We can't let him get away. Not again.
If he dies, we'll never know what he's been up to, or how he did it. We'll take him in, interrogate him, and he'll serve his time.
Okay. You're right. You're a very lucky Solarian. You owe the Commander your life.
Oh, thank you so very much.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
There we go, just put a bunch
so
of
he dies
bullets in
anyway.
his ass.
What was the point of that?
But yeah, for a very blue Turian, Garrus has a heavy leaning towards Renegade, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, like he is still very Paragon, but some of his vengeance leanings are a little more Renegade.
Yeah.
You can't predict how people will act, Garrus, but you can control how you'll respond. In the end, that's what really matters.
Yeah. I don't think I ever met anyone like you, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
Salion's medical equipment is stained with the blood of many species. Pale blue, violet, orange, and more than a few dark red. But his work has ended here. Time to head back to Normandy. And plunge another freighter into the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And steal a bunch of loot before we leave.
Well, we can't really steal shit. Oh wait, no, decryption.
Well,
you're looking for decryption.
I suppose, yeah, stealing shit is not the right word. I suppose I should say,
salvaging.
I know the right term. I should.
Sniper.
Yeah, reclaim. I was thinking reclaim.
Just dove right into that one. Let's see. Let's just reduce to Omni. There. Not return to Monkey, but return to Omni. Those amps are still pretty good to find, because we just get so freaking few of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is one of the only playthroughs I've seen where somebody has come across so many biotic amps.
It's just completely empty.
Yeah. In all of my, I think, 3 or 4 playthroughs of Mass Effect, the first Mass Effect, I don't think I've ever come across biotic amp in my playthroughs.
Okay.
At least not ones that I didn't buy through the store, because I got really lucky finding a market dealer that was selling them.
Alright. There we go. And out of this pit. Leave.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Alright. We've got about half an hour to go.
Which means if we find a nice short mission, we should be able to do that, maybe?
Let's see.
The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
We already asked Joker what his thoughts were on the last mission. He probably won't tell anything about the others. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he'll have anything to say unless it's a more major mission.
Okay. Let's see what we have left. I should probably also take a look at how many of the collectibles we found.
Death incursions, investigate shipments.
Depot 20. Right, yeah.
Still got a fair few things
I believe
left.
this one wasn't visible before, because we have been to here. We can double check those systems just to be sure.
Yeah. But I think once we hit Vermeer, then that'll be... we'll have effectively reached the halfway point.
Yeah, or at least about 3/4. Let's see. Orbiting at an unbelievable distance of 710 AU over 66 billion kilometers from Gorgon, Slakon is a huge gas giant with an atmosphere tainted by methane and chlorine. Okay. Let's see. Charblu. A standard hydrogen and helium gas giant, the methane in Charblu's atmosphere gave it an azure hue. The Usari crew who initially surveyed the system during Earth's 17th century named Charblu after a then-popular soprano. The singer was renowned for her unusual skin tone, which was quite similar to that of the planet. Okay.
Which tells us that very bright blue is very rare among the Athari.
Yeah. And at least it wasn't named by the French, and it would have been named Sacre. Cameron is a terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and argon. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of iron with deposits of nickel. Like Wuo, Cameron is tight-locked to the blue giant, forever looking into the face of the Gorgon. Okay, almost 666 years. Only 0.2 atmosphere. Okay, that is the highest temperature we've seen so far, I think.
Yeah.
And about half gravity.
The surface does look like it's almost lava, so...
Vectra. Vectra is a typical hydrogen and helium gas giant with traces of methane and sodium in its atmosphere. The heat of the star Gorgon is slowly blasting away the gas giant's massive atmosphere, which is visible as a long, dim tail that trails behind the planet. Okay. And here's Wuo, or however you're supposed to say that. A terrestrial planet only known from scan data picked up by unmanned probes. Though over 760 AU from the blue giant Gorgon, temperatures in Wuo's orbit are still dangerously high. Only ships with very powerful heat radiating systems can venture that deep into the system. Fortunately, Wuo is not a terribly interesting world. It has a thin atmosphere of nitrogen and methane, and the scorching surface is mainly composed of alumina with deposits of platinum. The world is tightly locked to Gorgon, leaving the sunward side scorching and irradiated scorched and irradiated wasteland, and the dark side of frigid and ice crusted. There was supposed to be another word there, or this one is extra.
Yeah.
Orbit and day of 158 years. Half pressure. Okay, that is the highest now so far.
Yep. Almost 12,000 degrees. Jesus hell.
Okay. And 0.7 gravity.
With those kinds of temperatures, I say, do you like your stew vaporized?
This space station appears to have been assembled from used off-the-shelf civilian ship modules of diverse origins. There are no obvious hull markings, and it is not broadcasting any ID signal. Okay, so either Black Ops or illegal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Equalizing
bring our brute force and the brains.
Atmosphere.
Yep.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley.
And of course, everything is red already on the scanner.
Yeah. If they're doing anything illegal, we should turn on their broadcaster so that they can be picked up.
Or we just send another thing, and yet another ship into the freaking sun.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, immediately corpses. And Ragni.
Oh,
why
that explains a lot.
Okay.
A shotgun is actually not a bad idea.
Dumbass. Like, I'm
Use
pretty
a
sure
rifle and
you'd
a
pick
shotgun.
your teeth with that.
Yeah.
Yep. As Telly gets blasted full in the face. Oh my.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Oh my. Things just got very not safe for work.
Okay, this place is a bit of a maze. For a second I thought that it was freaking Spartan armor.
For a second there, I thought he was a bloody mess.
Okay. Another corpse. Okay.
Good thing we brought Rex and enough guns to serve as industrial fly spotters, huh?
Finally. So I'm pretty sure we'll see more of that armor in the second game.
Yeah, I was gonna say back up a second and look at him again. Yeah, the armor. I gotta say the coloring looks very familiar. Yeah.
Okay, finally you get an upgrade, and you go from red to red still.
What I want to know is, like, does she buy herself Another set of like, like the cloth pattern with the swirls on it.
Oh no.
I'm guessing
Also,
those
really
come
quick.
with the armor.
Really quick, can I get you to look at the guy's chest plate for a second? Just to be sure. Damn, no, I can't see the marking. I was hoping to see like the insignia for his company on there.
Let's see. Anyone in the cockpits? Oh, hello. You
Yeah,
find a
that
bloody
guy.
but functional data recorder on this woman's body.
It's a shame it's
Okay.
not like.
Bit of a captain's...
So far, I don't think I've seen too many of the audio recorders that actually seem to give us actual audio that we can hear.
Oh. Message logs, error, comm system damaged, unrecoverable data. Your
Jesus.
at the depot Sigma 23 is commendable. The project has potential to our strategic goals. It is important, utmost care, and the subjects, remember, are not mere being or something, but assets. They're corrupt and underestimated. Reminds me during the first contact, necessary to think chessboard, anticipate their moves. Every piece counts. Sacrifice is necessary, I'm guessing, but never without purpose. Ensure measures are in place. I will not tolerate failure. This operation is vital to Cerberus.
Yep.
Again, something ski. Okay, and that's a fucking bomb.
Yeah. Jesus fuck. Okay. So I guess I'll
Personal data recorder for Major Elena Flores. Play the first entry. Sigma 23 is almost fully operational. The barracks and storage lockers are complete, and we've begun stocking the munitions. It's highly unlikely the Alliance will patrol in the nebula. I expect our only risk will be from pirates, and who'll believe them? Looks like we'll have space for 2 reinforced platoons of Cerberus commandos.
Cerberus? I've about had it with those guys.
Yeah.
Me too.
All
Rick.
of us.
Me too.
Play the second entry.
Yep.
The package arrived today for field testing. I'm told they're fundamentally similar to the units being developed on Novaria. They promise this batch will be stable. Something about them developing in proximity to the master control unit. We detected some pirates setting up an anchorage in a neighboring system. I think we'll try deploying them there first.
Well, I think I know how that went, huh?
Yeah. Yep. And I think it's safe to say that right now we can say Cerberus has done nothing useful to us.
Yeah. Apparently they've got their talents in exogeny as well.
Play the last entry. They've escaped containment. Clever bastards. We treated them like animals. We should have treated them like POWs. They're spreading. Boarding the supply ships and sending them to random destinations. They'll be all over the cluster in a week. General, if you recover this message, my advice is, screw the Rachni. They're too smart. Use one of the other projects. Flores, signing off. For the final time.
This is a familiar story. A failed experiment with the Rachni. Nice to see humans are consistently stupid.
Well, he's not
go.
wrong there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The escaped Rachni definitely came from this station, though the motives behind this Cerberus group are vague. To prevent further contamination, arm the station, scuttle charges, and evacuate to the Normandy.
Well.
Okay, arm the scram charge, and let's scram!
1 minute, fuck you!
Oh, Jesus fuck. And there's a lot of fucking bugs on her tail. Run, run, run. Oh, and ahead of us too. Shit.
Just shove you. Getting close to the cap again. Bit of a bad timing for that. Just gel that stuff.
Yeah, just find the exit and go. Don't worry about the bugs unless they're right in your way.
Okay. Well, good luck, you two.
This is gonna be... I hit the launch button right as the ship goes. Boom.
There we go. Leave. No, we're not even bothering with the airlock cycling. Just GTFO.
Yeah.
Logged.
The door is barely
commanding
shutting, and all of a sudden it's like...
aboard. XO
gone.
Presley stands relieved.
To be honest, scuttle charges would not actually blow up something completely. It would just basically just cause it to fall apart, not go boom. Or it shouldn't, at least.
It's safe to say, even with them placed really close to the reactor of the ship, the most it would do is probably create a small dent and then set up a chain reaction that is gonna happen eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been here before. I recognize Canrum. Okay. I think we've got time to take a peek at least one more.
Yeah, but that'll be about
Hades
it.
Gamma with Plutus and Antheus. Let's see, Vayaria. Trace of methane in its atmosphere.
Of course. Why give it a fancy description? It's not even that fancy.
Anything in the belt? Doesn't look like it. Okay, next. No Noel. Oh, we can land here.
I think.
Heat hazards. Though it is one of the oldest entries in the star charts, No Noel has not yet been fully mapped. It is the largest body in the asteroid belt of the blue star Plutus. Not only large enough to maintain a spherical shape, but also massive enough to retain the noxious carbon and sulfur dioxides venting from its many volcanoes as of atmosphere. Noel is rapidly volcanic, and the source of its great heat is also the source of its inordinate mass. Noel is a secondary source of element zero, coalesced around a large chunk of Ezo ejected by a supernova billions of years ago. Surface conditions are extremely hazardous. In addition to the thin crust and numerous magma flows, wide stretches of the landscape are coated with slippery ash and cinders ejected from the volcanoes. Okay, it goes round in 94 years, 47-hour day, 0.9 atmosphere, 127 Celsius average, and 0.85 gravity.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that description says enough. If you need to mine a lot of element zero, go there.
Probably. Let's see. And that's the first planet where we can land where we don't actively have a quest. Huh. Clockrolus is a modest rock planet, roughly the size of Mars. It is a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of silicate rock with deposits of aluminum and other light metals. Clockrolus has a very weak magnetic field. In addition to very high levels of solar radiation, it is not suitable for Mass Effect drive discharge operations. Okay. 25 years, 57 hours, 0.4 atmosphere, 121 average, and 0.4 gravity. We can survey this though. Samarium. Maedla. Terrestrial planet with a light atmosphere of carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide. The surface is hot and mainly composed of magnesia with deposits of sulfur. Over a dozen volcanoes are currently erupting across the surface.
Hence the temperature.
3.3 years, 34 hours, 0.5 atmosphere about, and almost 500 degree average Celsius. Yeah, we're not going to land anywhere near there. Minito? A sun-baked wasteland of sodium chlorates. and radioactives. It is relatively light. Its relatively light mass has left it tidally locked to the star Plutus, with a day-side hot pole and a night-side cold pole. The powerful solar wind has stripped most of the atmosphere away. 1.4 years, 0.2 atmosphere, 675 degree average, and about half gravity. And we find some uranium.
Yeah. So we can see a faint glow of atmosphere, but it's barely there.
Let me do a quick check. Let's see, Asari writings. Okay, I thought we'd found about 10 by now, but no, only 7. Oh. We need to find a bunch more metals. Let's see. Yep. And that's the 10-minute timer going off. How are we on the Turing insignias? 3 to go? Okay. And yeah, that is the DLC mission. Okay, but that will have to all wait for next time. Yeah, not much that we got done on the main story, but let's be honest. Like with The Witcher, half of the fun with these games comes not from just the main story, but all the other stuff around it, huh?
Yeah. All the funny little bullshit and all the mysteries and so on.
Okay. So yeah, let's head on out and look for someone to raid before we end the stream. Okay. Exit there. Alright. Now, let's have ourselves a look around. A bit Come on, log in. Okay, did this fail over here or something? No, it just reloads. Okay, let's see who's online. We've got Cider Delish, who is playing Terraria. It's actually got another freaking new quote-unquote last update. 6 years after the previous one, I think. Then we've got Codenamed Ferret, who is playing Call to Arms Gates to Hell. Jimmy McGinger is playing The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Graham the Wolf is playing Sonic Adventure 2. And WBPL is playing XCOM, Terror from the Deep.
That's a XCOM I've never heard of.
That's old. Yeah, that's one of the. That's like the expansion pack for the original XCOM.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If they ever make another XCOM game, I think they at one point should remake the original XCOM and its sequels. Just keep the mechanics, but make it a lot more easy to play. Because that's the type of game that you really need a freaking manual for, huh?
Well, the XCOM we got for PS3 and all that was kind of a bit of a reboot, I guess you could say.
Yeah. It's the enemy unknown and enemy within.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm still a bit sour about what the Bureau XCOM got turned into, because the original stuff on that looks a lot more freaking interesting. But yeah. The obnoxious fans being obnoxious and all that. Anyway, do any of these sound of interest, or shall I take a pick?
You take a pick.
Your choice.
Let me actually check the rated recently. Let's go visit Cider. Make sure that the place is actually muted before we go take a look. There we go. Copy. Okay. Back to our place. Yep, there we go. Now, /raid and paste. But of course, before we get started with that, thank you everyone who may have been watching live or later. Thank you, Knight. Thank you, Aurora. And, there wasn't anyone else talking today. I do see that Sensei has been lurking. Hello there, been a bit. And as always, thank you, Drakir, Ram, and Dervin.
You're welcome so much, my friend. And thank you all for joining and watching this madness.
Yeah,
welcome indeed.
I'm gonna go pass out. You guys have a good night.
Okay. See ya.
See ya.
And yeah, we'll be continuing with this and likely actually getting to Vermeer next time on Thursday, if we get to start, reasonably on time. Tomorrow, though, we will be returning to Zenless Zone Zero. And, because I know because I know ahead of time that I need to go make my own dinner with that, we should be able to start at the planned time of 6 p.m. European time.
Yeah, and Derby, you're welcome to join on that if you want.
Yeah, we'll see on that one, but
Yeah,
it
it would
to
be.
consider.
We will be starting 1 hour earlier than we do on the Mass Effect days.
Yeah.
Oh, so before I'm even moving, probably.
Yeah, okay. It's
that's
just if you
that.
want to, of course. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said you're welcome to join, since, yeah, if you want, obviously.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's see. Friday, free day. And yeah, Saturday, we return to The Witcher, where, yeah, I really want to know what the hell is up with the main story with Blood and Wine. It actually has me curious. Though I'm not really...
Yeah.
We don't really have much info to speculate on. But yeah, we'll just have to see then. But for now, let's get this raid started. And yeah, thank you again for watching. And until next time, have a nice day. And until then.
Be safe, everyone. Sleep well, and watch out for undead seagulls.
And unexpected Thorian creepers.
And creepy Solarian doctors.